Hi everyone, welcome to RV Afterlife and welcome to Capitol Reef National Park.
Say what?
We are just outside of the name of the town that we just, at the edge of this park, I don't know. Okay, so we'll forget the town. Torrey, Utah. Anyway, we're going to stop at the visitor center. We missed the entrance sign, so hopefully we can get that on the way out, but I'm just going to turn the camera around. We're barely inside the park and see just the splendor that's all around us. So we'll take you along. We're actually we've dropped our camper and we're going to spend a couple hours here and see what we can see. This is a wonderful opportunity that the park department here allows RVers to just drop their trailer in the lot across the street from the Gifford house, so that we can unhook and then just drive through and enjoy the park and then come back and pick up our RV so that we can go on to our next spot. One piece of advice that we saw from our research of Capitol Reef was that the closest town is about 9 miles away and there's no places to eat inside the park. So we decided to pack a lunch, and you can hear the river in the background. Just picnic tables everywhere, so much more relaxed than trying to do restaurants anyway.
Especially with the number of people here. For being so remote, place is packed on a
Sunday afternoon. Yeah, and there were like 3 big tour buses, so the whole visitor center is just crawling. But anyway,
we're going to eat and sightsee.
Yeah. This is the rushing river that we heard from the picnic area.
That's a big old tree. Look at the way the limbs are formed. It almost looks like intertwining vines.
Huh.
I mean, I know it's not, but that's the way it looks.
The sign here by this tree, and probably the one to the left, calls them silent centennials. They were actually saplings in 1880 when the Mormons came to this location. Massive. There's a trail called the Fremont River Trail that it's listed as moderate. However, you can take the trail for a short while along the river, and we just thought we would take a nice quiet walk, enjoy the sound of the river. You can hear cars all around you, but there's practically nobody in this park.
Marin Smith Place.
Oh.
Sign on the other side of the river.
This is something unique about this park also, is they have orchards, and you can actually pick fruit, whatever fruit is in season, at multiple different locations. It's almost magical.
Massive,
Mystical, I'm not sure. This is the famous Capitol Dome and one portion of how the park got its name. You can hardly see it from here, but there is a strenuous hike, which we're obviously not going to do. But way up at the top of that mountain,
where the rock is red.
The rock is red. You'll see the plateau, and then it comes down a bit, and you can just barely see the arch. That's Cassidy Arch.
That pointed rock is right in front of it.
Yeah.
We ought to do something about that.
Blow that rock away. Look at these very delicate little flowers that grow in this harsh environment. Well, isn't that cool?
Hold on.
We just stepped into the shadow of this mountain
I hear your echo.
without the,
Ready, echo?
wow, got sidetracked. Without the brightness of the sunshine, the rock colors are just vibrant and echoey. If you're hiking out here and you get overheated, there are lots of these little spots where, kind of concave, where you're able to tuck inside and cool off. Talk about feeling very small. I'm glad we have the camera going, because you have to watch where you're walking so much that I'm sure we're missing stuff. Looks like we're about to get to the Narrows. Wow, make you dizzy to look up.
Gotta be the Narrows.
Yeah. Pick up your feet.
I know, I'm trying to make noise. Hear my echo. Simple thing, yeah.
At least the altitude here isn't as big a deal as it has been. What a glorious sight. I think we are still tired from the heavy-hitting hike we took 2 days ago, but this was beautiful. Lots of beauty. We just passed a sign that said the wall in front of us is called Tapestry Wall. Oh my word.
Shit just gets better and better. Forgot.
Yeah. That is massive. We have seen these Cruise America campers. Like, there's probably more of them in the national parks than there are privately owned RVs. So
Seems like.
if you think you'd like to RV out here,
You're not alone.
you could probably fly in and rent one of those campers, and they're small enough that they can actually fit in the national parks.
He was small enough to get down here, but I'll bet he sweated a little bit. Look at the holes in
Wow.
those rock faces.
Yeah. We'll probably
Yeah.
get back here and not be able to find a parking spot. Very small parking lot down there, and obviously we drive a very large truck, so we were unable to park. We were
Almost unable to turn around.
Yeah, that was even close. We had to get real invasive of the people that were standing by the outhouse. But that's okay. Just driving back here is pretty cool.
Yeah, cool.
Roger. I don't know if you can get a good look at the washes where when it rains it just floods through here, and there are signs everywhere that say not to park in the washes.
Like this guy.
Like this guy. Look at that rock. Oh, and a big one. I am enjoying recording, and I'm hoping Roger will enjoy watching someday, because he can't take his eyes off this road. There you go. There's a sign that says Golden Throne.
It's like a really special toilet.
Stop.
Well, inquiring minds want to know.
This is just extraordinary.
It's not fun.
The views are $1 million though. I don't like recording out the window with the sound of the truck, but there's just no way to do this from inside. And look at the flowers.
Yeah, growing right out onto. Oh, there's our friend.
There's our friend. We met the guy in the red truck. We met him yesterday over at Canyonlands National Park. He waved at us.
That parking lot back there is a madhouse.
I bet.
We just barely found room to turn around. So
You'll find room.
That's what I'm doing here with the GoPro.
Are you?
Good luck to you.
For some reason, I have been thinking about our great nephew Keiston, who likes to watch our videos, and thinking how cool he probably thinks these giant rocks are.
this is a Narrows.
It's a Narrows for sure.
Kind of reminds you of the Indiana Jones and whatever the number was, but like one of their movie sets.
I think about all the cowboy movies I've watched in my life, and this makes them seem quite real. And the fact that, you know, they could ride through something like this, and maybe there was a way out, maybe there wasn't.
Well, they named it Capitol Reef because a reef is a barrier, whether it's in the ocean or on land. And this area is definitely a barrier to.
And then little cars don't get on their side of the road.
No, he doesn't even know how to back up to get on his side of the road.
So this park got its name Capitol Reef because the early settlers saw the Capitol Dome or said it looked like the Capitol Dome, which they now call it Capitol Dome Rock. But then the reef part, can you say that again?
I'm not sure if it's French or what the origin is, but it means a barrier, I believe, like a coral reef is a barrier in the sea or in the ocean. This range, I'm not sure if the appropriate word is range of mountains or not, but this was seen as a barrier as well, but a barrier to westward movement, I guess. So they called it a reef.
And on the map of the park, they refer to it as the Henry Mountains. We have seen some amazing scenery between the Rockies and Great Basin. And I'm not going to say this is the best,
Bumps.
but holy cow. Oh, sorry about the bump. This is the stunning entrance to Capitol Gorge, which is, I don't know how long it is. It's probably about an 8-mile dirt road that you are going to get a thrill out of the views and a little bit of the tension. Here you go, Mr. Hank Tarno. Looks like there is a rock that's kind of named for you. The National Park does such a good job of having a ton of pull-offs, so you're not jeopardizing yourself or anyone else when you stop to take in this magnificent view. It amazes me that two different types of mountain can be that close to each other. It always makes me think our God is an amazing God. I know it was less than a week ago
We
that
didn't learn a damn thing.
we said we wouldn't do any more moderate hikes. However,
Yeah.
this is the Hickman Bridge, Hickman Natural Bridge, and it's only 9/10 of a mile.
The sign says 1 mile each way.
1 mile each way.
We could go to the canyon overlook.
It's a longer hike.
2.25 miles.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go.
We're not supposed to stop.
This is kind of a cool trail. I've never seen one with a rock brick wall protecting you from yourself. As you can see down the river. Sounds so peaceful. Oh boy, here comes some rock or some steps. This is why we rarely ever take a hike without our walking sticks. We just passed a young couple who said we're about halfway there. Stopped to enjoy the cool breeze and the beautiful view. Slow and steady wins the race. This part of the trail is not only steep, but the rocks are kind of slippery. I mean, it shouldn't be. Probably just the sand on them. Hey, look there's a bristlecone right in front of you.
Yeah.
How's come we never knew what those trees were before?
I don't know if it's a bristle palm or bristle pine again.
I think
Because of the elevation.
okay, you keep holding on to that, but that's what those trees look like.
I agree.
Huh.
But we're nowhere near 9,000 feet, are we?
No. This was Hickman Bridge. Roger wasn't so sure it was a good enough payoff, but It was a beautiful day, and we absolutely love Capitol Reef National Park. See you next time.